If you've tried everything, workouts, diets, apps, and your belly fat still won't budge, stop. It's not your willpower. This simple detox drink targets the real root cause: liver overload and hormonal imbalance. And if you take it for just 5 days, you'll feel it and see it working. I'll break down 5 proven detox drinks that target the root cause of stubborn belly fat, starting with the one that nobody expects, but it works like magic. The first drink is a raw carrot salad with apple cider vinegar. Yes, it is a drink. This might be the most surprising, but it works, and it works really fast. Ray Peat popularized the raw carrot salad because it binds to estrogen metabolites in the gut and helps the liver detox excess estrogen. Why is this important? Well, estrogen dominance is an issue these days in women and also in men. When you have excess estrogen, you're going to accumulate and store fat around your hips, your belly, and your love handles, especially in women over 40. And the reason why we see estrogen dominance in men and women is from alcohol consumption, especially beer, the toxins in our food supply, water supply, and just in our environment. These are called endocrine disrupting chemicals, which increase toxic estrogen. So this is an issue not just for aesthetics where you want to burn fat, but also toxic estrogen could lead to cancer. It could go down the wrong pathway when we think about estrogen pathways. There are 3 primary pathways. And when we have extra estrogen, especially the toxic variety, this increases risk of disease. So let's discuss how to make the drink here. You want to grab 1 medium raw carrot. Make sure it's organic. Peel it and shred it. Then you're going to get 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. You'll juice or squeeze half a lemon. Add a pinch of high quality salt and a cup of water. You're going to mix this together. And if you want to add a teaspoon of MCT oil, that could also be beneficial for ketone production and liver function through bile flow. And when you drink that, let's say for every day with your lunch, you'll feel less bloated within 3 days because it scrubs the body of endotoxins. These are toxins floating around in your bloodstream, creating inflammation and weight gain. It also binds to estrogen byproducts. It improves phase 2 liver detox and overall helps to reduce bloating and estrogen-related belly fat. That's the first drink. Let's move on to the detox drink number 2. This is dandelion root tea and lemon. Look, your liver is your fat-burning furnace. In my latest book, Metabolic Freedom, I call the liver the MVP organ, the most valuable player inside of your body, because the liver helps to break down fat, which is important for the metabolism, helps to detoxify the body, and it helps you burn belly fat as well. And a lot of people have a backed up, sluggish liver. And dandelion root is one of your liver's favorite herbs. It stimulates that bile production, which is crucial for breaking down dietary fat. And then your metabolism assimilates those vitamins A, D, E, and K, uses it for energy, fuels your mitochondria. That is really important for fat loss. Bile also helps to clear out toxins within your body. And it also assists in hormonal detox, like as we mentioned, toxic estrogen, and also tapering down the stress hormone cortisol. So how do you make it? You want to grab 1 dandelion root tea bag or loose leaf root. Make sure it's organic. Steep it in hot water for 10 minutes. Add half a lemon, which helps boost glutathione. And here's an optional tip here. You can add a pinch of organic turmeric and black pepper for an additional anti-inflammatory punch. When you consume this, you're going to see and expect less bloating, better digestion, so it's great to have before a meal, a boost in morning energy, so have it before breakfast, and you'll notice your waistline slimming and your stomach becoming more flat within the next 5 days. This takes us to detox drink number 3, green apple and apple cider vinegar metabolic tonic. This is kind of the metabolic trifecta: fiber, acetic acid, and enzymes. Why green apples over other apple varieties? They're lower in sugar and higher in pectin fiber. Pectin fiber feeds good gut bacteria, reduces blood sugar spikes, and it cleanses the intestines. So here's how you make it. You want to grab half a green apple. Make sure it is organic. You could blend it or grate it. Then 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of water, a dash of high-quality Ceylon cinnamon to manage and balance blood sugar. And if you want to sweeten it, you could add some stevia or monk fruit. You're going to mix that all together, and you're going to drink that on a daily basis. This drink is ideal to have about 30 minutes before your meals to blunt insulin response and to enhance fat burning. Within 5 days, my students report more regular digestion, less sugar cravings, and stable energy and reduced belly puffiness. Let's move on to your detox drink number 4. This is what I call a low sugar adrenal flush. Most people don't realize this, but belly fat is often driven by chronic stress and poor mineral balance, not just by food and calories. When your adrenal glands are overwhelmed and your liver is sluggish, your body is going to store more fat as a survival mechanism. This is why, this is going to be crazy if you haven't heard this before, but this is why, if you think about visceral fat, that's the fat that is applying pressure, wrapping around your organs, your heart, your pancreas, your liver, your kidneys. It's the most inflammatory fat in the body. There are twice as many receptor sites for cortisol in visceral fat versus the not dangerous fat called subcutaneous fat. That's why the term cortisol belly makes sense. It is true. High cortisol, adrenal burnout leads to cortisol belly. Not good. That's where this drink comes in. It's a mineral-rich detox that helps flatten your belly and calm your nervous system with 0 sugar. So what you want to do is grab 12 ounces of high-quality water, like spring water, room temperature, or if you want to warm it up, that's your call. You'll juice half a lemon for liver support and vitamin C, a quarter of a teaspoon of cream of tartar, which is an excellent source of potassium, a quarter of a teaspoon of high-quality sea salt. You could add in maybe a pinch of magnesium glycinate, or what's called the calm powder, and maybe even a dash of cinnamon and ginger to help with circulation and digestion. You'll stir it all together, and you'll drink that on a daily basis. The best time to have this is in the mid-afternoon, especially for those who get that afternoon energy crash, energy slump. This would be the best time to have it. So I would say around between 2 and 4 p.m. This drink replenishes minerals that are lost through stress and sweating and consuming poor foods. That also removes minerals from your body. It supports adrenal gland recovery, gently flushes toxins from your liver and your kidneys, and it helps to curb sugar cravings and reduce cortisol-driven fat storage. So by drinking this in the afternoon, by day 5, here's what you're going to notice. Better energy and focus, less bloating and belly puff, fewer cravings for sugar, caffeine, or salty snacks in the afternoon, deeper sleep, which is important for fat burn and waking up with a slimmer waistline. I've seen this work especially well for those over the age of 40, and especially for those who are stressed out, not sleeping well, and gaining belly fat despite clean eating. This takes us to detox drink number 5. This is called a cucumber mint liver flush. Hydration is underrated. This one takes water to a new level. Why cucumber and mint? Well, cucumber flushes the kidneys and liver gently. Mint improves bile flow and digestion. Combined with lemon and high-quality salt, it's a full body flush. So you're gonna grab 1 liter of spring water, half a cucumber sliced, a handful of fresh mint leaves, juice 1 full lemon, and add a pinch of high-quality salt and mix that all together. You want to let this infuse for at least 2 hours or even overnight, and then sip it throughout the day for those 5 days. You'll notice clearer skin, less puffiness in the face and belly, and more definition in your waistline. Now I'm going to address the questions you posted on this topic that you might have after watching this lesson. Now, before I do, if you're also curious about what do I eat as well as drinking these detox drinks, well, I have a free ebook I want to give you called How to Lose 10 Pounds in 7 Days Following These 3 Easy Steps. It tells you what to have for breakfast and lunch, how to fast. It's really easy. You'll read this ebook in less than 30 minutes and have a complete game plan. And you want to pair what you're going to learn in this free ebook with the detox drinks to really accelerate your results. So if you go to burnfatbook.com, or if you're watching on YouTube, you could simply scan the QR code on the screen, or go to the notes of this lesson, whether you're listening on the podcast or watching on YouTube, and click the link burnfatbook.com. Download it for free, read that ebook, and pair it with the detox drinks. And I'm excited for you to get amazing results. I also want to let you know I'm doing a keynote speaking tour right now for my latest New York Times bestselling book, Metabolic Freedom. I'll be doing a keynote lecture across the world, book signing, meet and greet. I'd love to see you in person. If you go to benazadi.com/events, you can see my upcoming keynote schedule, and I hope to see you at one of these upcoming events. Now, let's get to your questions. Can I combine multiple detox drinks in one day, or should I just stick to one? It really depends on how much you want to put into this. I'm a big believer, the more you put into something, the more you get. If you want to use all of these 5 detox drinks and have them every day for 5 days, great. If not, pick and choose 1 or 2 of these detox drinks that resonates with you the most. If you just choose one for 5 days, you're going to get results. But if you combine them and add and stack them up, you'll get even faster results. Can I do these detox drinks while intermittent fasting, or do they break a fast? The cucumber and mint, I would say, does not break a fast. The low sugar adrenal flush also does not break a fast. For the other ones that contain apple, then I would have that before your meals, because those would break a fast, or during your eating window. How do I know if my liver is overloaded or my hormones are out of balance? There's a great test that I run on many of my students called the Dutch test. It's a urine test looking at hormones and hormonal metabolites, looking at adrenal function, DHEA, testosterone, estrogen pathways, melatonin. It's from a company called Precision Analytics, Dutch test. Ask your healthcare practitioner, hopefully it's a functional practitioner, to get that test for you. And it's a 24-hour urine test, and it's very accurate. Will I actually lose fat or just water weight during the 5 days? It's going to be a combination of both. Yes, a portion of the weight that will come off within the 5 days is water weight, which is a good thing. You're going to look less puffy, feel less puffy, but you'll also start burning fat because you're balancing hormones and reducing inflammation because you're detoxing your body. What are signs that detox drinks are actually working? More energy, less inflammation, of course, fat loss, looking at your belly fat, taking photos, stepping on a scale, measuring your body fat percentage, improved sleep and recovery in between workouts. These are all things I want you to pay attention to. How often can I repeat this 5-day detox protocol? Weekly, monthly, or just once? I would do it at least once a month, where you'll designate 5 days out of a 30-day period to do these detox drinks. So if you do this at least once a month, it's just a good way to continue detoxing the body, lowering inflammation, and burning fat. Because here's the deal. We live in a very toxic world. We're constantly retoxing. And if you drink alcohol, you might want to do this on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, because alcohol is a toxin that beats up the liver. Beer, as I mentioned, creates toxic estrogen. So it really depends on how toxic you are. But a good general protocol is to do this at least once a month for general detox. It's also important to note that yes, these are detox drinks, but if you have toxins that are deep inside of your tissues, like heavy metals and others, this is not going to pull toxins from your cells. It's going to clear them from your body. It's going to help support your liver, your kidneys, and other downstream detox pathways. So I don't want to make the bold claim that all you need to do is drink these 5-day detox drinks to clear all these metals out of your system. That's not true. So it really depends on how much toxins are stored in your body over your lifetime. But this is a good general protocol to follow. You're going to notice a difference. Share this with somebody you know. Make it with somebody you know. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you're listening on the podcast, please consider leaving it a rating and a review. Until next time, I'll see you then. Oh, hey, if you love this lesson and you want to learn more about burning fat by doing fasting, actually some amazing things happen when you go without food for 48 hours. I go through an entire timeline of what happens 14 hours in, 18 hours in, 24 hours in, 30 hours in, 48 hours in. You will be shocked how it is nature's reset button, how fasting is the cure. So I'll show you a clip from that lesson, and then click the video on the screen to watch what happens inside of your body when you go without food for 2 days. Here's the clip, and I'll see you in the next lesson. At the 12 to 14 hour mark, 2 major benefits start to happen. Number 1, you complete digestion. It takes about 14 hours to complete digestion, and it takes a lot of energy to digest food. So there's a process called energy diversion that is turned on around this time frame